So
yeah, I need to put some quarters in the internet machine. So.
But it'll certainly get the job done, especially so our patrons can see our first ever one-on-one blogs as opposed to whatever you want to call what we did before, and our now deleted Zoom meeting attempt at a recording. Eee.
Yeah, that wasn't our most stellar of video quality to date. Yeah.
But we learned. I drove several hours to visit you, and we recorded a slightly less terrible video for Patreon.
And on that note, welcome to the Ham and Cheese Show.
Welcome, everybody. Quality that you've come to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not appreciate, but definitely expect. What are we doing here, Sean?
Well, Ryan, this is the first of our, I don't know, we're calling it our vlog, right?
Yeah, kind of a check-in, I guess. Let everybody know that's been checking out currently the woodworking shop builds are the content that is on the channel.
Yeah. And we talked about it in our Patreon introduction video that we would do in between some of the project builds. We would do sort of a check-in. So
here we are.
Here we are, indeed.
So what's on your plate?
Well, right now I am in the process. I think if anyone is following our Instagram account, they've seen some snapshots that Cheese and I have been putting out. So I'm in the middle of my garage, I guess, workshop
conversion.
Kind of, conversion, yeah. So I'm in, I guess, on my third episode. It's really the first phase after the clean out, and as you alluded to, yes, Cheese or Ryan was so kind enough to drive to my house. 3 hours or 3.5 hours? How long did it take you?
A while.
A long time. To help me not necessarily clean out my garage, although that was very kind of him to do so. But as one of our previous, from our old show, Midge, contacted me, said, "Wow, that was so nice. He drove all the way to your house just to clean your garage." I said, "Well, he was there for longer than just that." And so
hopefully that table lasts longer than the cleanliness of your garage.
Well, you can ask the missus. It's been in somewhat pristine order ever since it's been cleaned.
Brilliant.
But that's what's next. So right now I'm in the process of finally editing what's episode 3 of that run, but what is in essence first phase of the build, which is the assembly table, outfeed table, and that should probably launch this week sometime. I gotta go through and nitpick a few things before I can push that live. So,
do you have any initial thoughts or feedback? I mean, we kind of want to let all of you patrons in on some of the behind the scenes stuff. So, just a real quick, what did you think of the build, working together, the process of making videos, which you have some experience with, and I am a complete noob at?
Well, it was interesting because we've built things before together, so that wasn't the first time doing that. But we have never built things and had to videography or to record the entire process, all the different angles. So that was fun. It did make things go a little longer, which was so true as I was digging through the hours of film footage that I had from it.
Yeah, we filled more video than I think I ever would have expected.
Lots and lots of hard drives worth of space. Yeah, so I'm excited to kind of keep playing with that. I think that some of the better YouTubers out there, some of the better DIYers or makers, woodworkers or what have you, have some really cool techniques that I not necessarily want to copy, but I would like to emulate in some capacity, just to try out a couple. A guy named Frank, and I apologize, I can't remember his last name. I think I sent you his subscription.
Old Frank on YouTube.
Frank, that's horrible. I can't remember. I'll remember it before the end of the vlog. Anyway, he showed on his Instagram account this really awesome way that he was doing a cut on his table saw. So anyway, there are a lot of different things that I want to try out. This is kind of opening Pandora's box, if you will. But I'm super excited.
Awesome.
Yes. So this first episode, please don't judge anything too. You can judge it all you want, but I'm saying it's really trial and error for at least for me right now. But we'll see. I promise Cheese and I will get better as time goes on. We'll be. And if you have tips and tricks as to ways that we can improve our video capture and audio capture, by all means, share them with us.
Do tell. We are always looking to improve. That's kind of the whole reason we started this channel. It's just the woodworking stuff kind of took the first slot, but there are so many things that we would like to focus on and maybe try and improve on. So here's the first.
Yeah, so look out for episode 3 this week. I'll have what we'll call the free version, the YouTube version. Won't have any commentary, but for our patrons, who we have one now,
yes.
and I did a shout out in the video to our first patron.
Wonderful.
But that one will have some running commentary throughout the video, comments about the build, some of the things I would probably improve upon next time if I were to rebuild this thing from scratch, or some other things that I want to add on to the build as time goes, or to that particular outfeed assembly table. But so anyway, so look for that this week. It should be here within the next day or so.
Awesome. And a little update on my build.
Yes.
Not so much a build right now in the sense that we had discussed. I know we got the garage cleaned out, and that's going to serve as my holdover space. I do need to get a miter saw station built along the one wall, so I think that'll probably be the project you and I collab on up here.
Yeah.
I got the table saw, a little table saw on order so that we can actually do some of that work. And I think in the spring we've come to the conclusion that little space isn't going to serve all the needs we have. Yeah. So we'll actually be able to record for the channel us raising a barn.
That'll be exciting.
If you're in.
I'm absolutely in. You just tell me when and where, and I'll be there with bells on.
Awesome. So that's a little ways away, but keep an eye because there should be some exciting techniques for the homestead and larger framing considerations. So I'm pumped. Have to wait and see, but tentatively, as soon as the ground thaws in the spring, we're going to try our hand at everything from concrete to all the finish work.
So as you start to progress through the engineering, the development, and all the plans, we'll have to share those via the vlog, or if you want to do it individually, that's fine too. I think that our both our patrons as well as our YouTube subscribers would be really interested in seeing the development of that, even prior to the actual build itself. So
yeah, I'll try and throw together a video in the next week or so with some of the elevations we're looking at. Just give a sense of the size of the two spaces. I think it's going to end up working really well. It's going to serve a couple of purposes, but the primary one is going to be wood shop / stuff for animals. And then I told my wife part of the bargain is the old garage comes down and it becomes a basketball area for the kids and her. So it's a pretty good trade. I'm definitely game. So
yeah, awesome. So we have any other projects in the immediate future coming up with you?
No project. Well, I have some bee projects, so I'm going to be getting footage potentially this weekend. We're going to be taking the honey off from all the hives. So we've got about 20 hives that we need to go and pull all the honey off. We're not going to be fully processing it, but we do need to get it out of there so that the bees can finish packing away what they need, and we've got it out of the way in case any of them get robbed or decide to swarm or anything like that this late in the year. So that'll be this weekend, and I've actually started back up at another class as part of my continuing growth. I'm working towards a sustainable farming and agriculture certificate through the University of Massachusetts. It's really been a very interesting journey. Learned a lot, and I just started a new course on bees because while we are practicing beekeepers and have, I think, maybe 4 years under our belts, I would say we are far from experts, and I would love to do a better job and really see all of our hives thrive. So I started that this week. It may impact a little bit, but I may bring you along because there are some projects specifically related to the bees that we'll be working on the homestead here. So I'll be bringing those, I think, in the interim while we're waiting on some of the woodshop videos.
Yeah, yeah, that would be fantastic if you brought some footage and whatnot. So
sounds good. Anything else?
I have a couple small projects in between my next big, I guess, stage or phase of my garage build. I think my oldest son, who's in kindergarten, and you may actually see some footage of him and the two oldest. And I didn't even realize it till after I'd actually exported all, or finished editing most of my footage, that they were hiding underneath the assembly table at a couple points when I was working on it. So
playground. That's how big it is.
It's become that now.
Yeah.
It seems like. Anyway, my oldest in kindergarten, I may be building his kindergarten teacher. What is in essence a treasure chest box.
Oh, nice.
So something that she can kind of let the kids pick something out of. So I'll be doing some SketchUps for that. So that'll be an episode coming up. Who knows, in the near future. So
you're gonna try and practice any new joinery techniques? It's got to hold up to a bunch of kindergartners.
It does. I don't know. I've been thinking about that, and it just depends on what material I make it out of.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll see.
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, again, patrons, especially patron number 1, most eminent patron, we appreciate your support. Hopefully there are more of you joining the community since we have recorded this video. We do truly appreciate your support, and hopefully it allows us to continue to do many more things like this. So until next time, have a good one.
Yeah. See you later.
See ya.